Okay, y'all, it is your girl, Ray Ray Love Me, and I am back trapped in the closet. I kinda feel like I should do a trap in the closet with Ray. I was trying to figure out how I wanted to say it. I was going to say trap in the Ray, but I'm like that don't make sense. But trapped in the closet with Ray. Hey, I think I like that. Hey, well, I love watching tape, but y'all, no time, long time no see. I've been posting like little short reels and here and there, but I did like an intimate video like I have in a while. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I was really not in it today. I don't know what it is. I think it's because my hair not dead. And let me tell you, this is probably like the third video I done redid. Yeah, so your girl was not in it, but something in me said, "Oh, yeah, my bad. I didn't shave my under. I'm keeping it real. I didn't shave my freaking underarms. It is fucking itching. Shit. All right. Fuck. Shit. You got me. I'm caught red-handed. Hey, it's a natural body thing. All right. Shit. Ain't nothing wrong with me. And yes, I put fucking deodorant on. Fuck. And unless when I do shower, I don't do it because I am a person. I do not. My underarms don't stink when I shower. So sorry to those people that probably does stink. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You do wear deodorant. I ain't saying there's nothing wrong with it. Don't bash me because I don't put it on. I don't stink. You don't smell me. Now the next morning, it ain't just like up when you wake up like wow. But if I let it linger throughout the whole day, it definitely gonna give you something you can smell. But if I get it, when you wake up, you pee, you get ready for the day, then I slap that deodorant on. But other than that, don't judge me. All right? Don't judge me if you don't judge your mama. Okay? Don't judge me. If you judge your mama, don't judge me. I don't give a damn. That's what happened. Fuck. Anyways, but y'all, I haven't done a video, an intimate one, just in a long time. So you know what I'm saying? We're trapped in the closet with Ray today. And honestly, y'all, I just been a little bit down. I don't even know why. Well, I do know why. Let me not say I don't know why. I figured it out. I really do think it is because I need my hair did. And now I really understand the girlies when they be like, ain't nothing right. You can't do nothing if my hair not done. And I feel like I just reached a peak into my life because I just been a natural girly my almost high school years, so basically half of my life. At first, ain't nothing look like a little slick back bust down bun that I always used to do. Hey, but since I can't do that no more and I'm a lock girly, true lock girly, hey, this all me. Came up, that's all me. Stay true, that's all me. No help, that's all me for real. I done came up real good. Yeah, I can't slick down my hair like that no more. I tried it, and my loctician was like, "Girl, you do that again, you ain't gonna have no hair, and y'all ain't gonna like me if I don't have any hair." So I don't do it anymore. I can take now. I can take do the fuzz, but nah. But that's all right because next week is in for me. Okay, y'all gonna be looking at a fresh locked up queen here. Okay, but enough about me. Enough about me. Let's just go ahead and get into this video because I tell y'all a fair warning. I do talk a lot, and I always say I feel like I'm a run-on sentence. But hey, if you rocking, we rolling. All right, y'all. So today's video and the word of the day, because I have been thinking about it. I'm always very intentional about everything I do, or I try to be. The word of the day is definitely going to be reflection because I feel like this whole month of January has been putting me in positions to just reflect on everything that had happened to me in my life from last year. You know, what the word that stuck out to me was self-worth. When I be talking about it with my friends or like my mom, AKA baby, or I'll say baby, little baby, whatever. Um, I'll just be like, last year, like I'm a very self aware person. Like if you personally know me, you will know that I am a very self aware person. Like, I always try to figure out what is going on with me. Because I know it's just not other people. Like, I always play a part in something. Like, what could I have did better? What could have said better? What could have done to make the situation better? Like, like, I'm not just a good at tissues if you just looking at me, you thinking like, oh, she just look like she's a good tissues, or she look like she was innocent, because a lot of people always put that name on me. I'm not all too innocent. I play as a little part in something, even if I don't play a part. Some things I should have spoke up when I didn't say anything, so I'm like, that still plays a part in certain things. But let me not get sidetracked. But last year taught me self worth in a new form. And let me tell y'all, I'm gonna get vulnerable. It's something I probably have never really done, really, and that's another video too. But I'm a person where I really had to get out that last year of not wanting to be really vulnerable with people, because I used to feel like when you show people that, I used to feel like people be taking that for weakness, and people already take my kindness for weakness. So I used to be like, I just feel like if I show, a little tougher skin, then people wouldn't take me for granted, or just wouldn't take me for weakness. But it's still somehow people like to take me for weakness. I don't like that. But it is what it is. But that look a little crazy, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So y'all, last year, I'ma probably say starting from the month of June. Oh my gosh, y'all. And that was when my hair was not this long just yet. But let me tell y'all, a lot of that started from my job where I work at. Let me tell y'all, knowing your worth, now that I know now, the person that I am right now, I wish I could have been that person for myself last year. Um, because I thought I knew my worth, but I did not, because I really used to let my job make me feel like I wasn't doing enough, or um yeah, no, or I wasn't doing enough. Like, it just makes you feel like everything that you was doing, it was just not enough. And so that played a big part in me making me feel like that I am not enough. It just made you feel like, you could do this, but oh, they'll change it without even telling you, or stuff like that. And it just made me feel like my voice wasn't heard, and I already had a little trauma when I was a kid. And it's just not bad, just some stuff kind of dealing with certain families that it made me feel like, what's the point of speaking up anyways if my voice is not going to be heard? Like, if y'all had me do something and then the next day I see it change, what was the point of even doing it? Or sometimes they would have you do something, and then when they come back, it wouldn't even be good feedback. It would be negative feedback, regardless if it's a lot of people buying from it. Like, it would be negative feedback. So it just made you feel like you just don't do nothing good. So that played a big part. Work played a big part. And then also palm color white women, Caucasian women. Woo! Woo! You know what? I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. When I tell y'all that self worth, who they tear me the fuck apart. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it with y'all. Like, Caucasian women, especially since I had got my hair locked, was hard on me. And a lot of part was on me too, because I should have spoke up and I should have corrected them. But having locks and you look like me was very hard, because they misgender me. And some of them misgender me on purpose. Like, all of them will look at me and be like, sir, sir, sir. And I will be looking like, who are they talking to? Are they talking to me? And y'all, I'm talking to them look like this, looking like this. And I'll just be like, that played a big part of me. Now that is the one that took that one took the case for real, because hold on. 'Cause, that one took the case for real, because I was like, do I look like a man? Do I sound like a man? I'm like, do I give manly features? I'm like, what is wrong with me to where y'all feel like y'all have to misgender me? I even had one lady, I was checking out. She was like, "Oh, here you go, ma'am, or sir, or whatever." And I was like, whatever. I said, I am a ma'am. But when and after that, I used to always call my mom, aka little baby. I used to be like, I used to now be crying. I'll just be like, I don't know what's going on. I'm like, I don't know why is like the Caucasian women just really just coming hard at me. And I was like, and I have never experienced this in my life, y'all. Let me tell you, this is the first time where I had experience like white women coming at me, and this was multiple, more than just one white woman coming up to me saying, "Sir," and be hard, and they stood firm that I was a man. So that's why I took it hard the way I did, because I'm like, I have never experienced this before, and to where it made me second guess if I should keep locks in my hair, because I was like, if I'm just going to be misgendered like this, I think I should just comb my hair out. And oh my goodness, thank you to my village around that time. Thank you to my cousins, my mom, my friends. I'm like, because all of them was like, is black people asking you sir, calling you sir? I'm like, no. They like, them is the ones that you really need to take the opinion on. They like, you need to fuck them. They like, they been doing that to us since, back in slavery days. I'm like, they just doing that shit on purpose because they trying to just get to you. And I'm like, at first I was not seeing it like that. I'm like, no, they really thinking that I am a man. So y'all, that really played a big part in my life last year. And I feel like once I started to work on my self-love very heavy, and because when that last lady did that, basically called me like a whatever, and she looked me dead in my eyes. So that when I keep replaying that in my head, I'm like, you knew what you was doing. And to be honest, she looked like a I'm trying not to cuss on her, but she looked like a freaking linebacker. You look like you could have been starting plays for the freaking football team. Her friend that she was with, me and her combined together look more feminine than her. So I was like, yeah, you're definitely projecting on me. And I feel like Caucasian women love to project on black women, because no matter whatever hairstyle y'all feel like doesn't look feminine to y'all's culture, like y'all have to misgender black women. And I hate that. And at first I was just feeling like, is this done to me? When I was going on TikTok and I would scroll, I would see other women that look like me say that other people have done that to them too, where they would just look at them and just be like, sir. And it's like, why are you calling me sir? And you know for a fact that I don't look like no man. I'm like, this just doesn't make any sense at all. So I feel like since I kept coming into a situation that's like this, and sometimes some situations I wouldn't even speak up. Some of them I wouldn't even acknowledge their existence until they corrected themselves and said, ma'am. But I was like, in that stage, I should have spoke in that moment, I should have spoke up for myself. And last year taught me that too, is to always speak up for yourself. Know your self-worth. Build that foundation of self-love with yourself, y'all, because if you do not, you will keep continuing to be in situations and have those moments where you will get tested to see like, okay, what are you going to do in this moment right now? Like, what are you going to do? Like, what are you gonna say? What are you gonna do? You gonna pass it? Or you just gonna be hushed? You just gonna let that slide? Like, you ain't gonna stand up for yourself? So I feel like last year was definitely my self love, self worth. Knowing when to speak up for yourself, advocate for yourself always, no matter where you're at, no matter if it's a work environment, no matter if it's a relationship, friendships with your parents, whoever it is, always advocate for yourself. And I feel like I am applying that for this year, because when I tell y'all the month of December was like a wake up call for me. Like, I've been more consistent with myself. I be telling myself affirmations. I'm always telling myself that I am beautiful, even on days like right now where I look at myself and myself will be like, "Ugh, you is ugly. Like, it ain't it." And then I feel like since those my affirmations have been working so much, like I'll even hear myself talking to myself. Yes, because I do. And it was just like, okay, well then tell me one thing that you feel like is ugly about yourself. And then my mom will go complete silence. And it'll be like, okay, then shut your ass up. There's nothing wrong with you. You need to stop nitpicking at yourself. So I feel like if you went through what I went through last year, the tools that help me, it may can help you, or you might have to find tools to help yourself. Because that's what I feel like that's what life is all about. Is finding tools that suits you, that will help you. Because just because I found the tools that will help me, it might not help you. You might have to find something else that's going to help you, and that is okay. We're all here for a learning experience, but last year definitely was teaching me to have that self-worth, definitely ground myself, definitely be at a place where I'm more calmer. I'm just not taking in situations and then not saying nothing and letting it fester within me, and then I'm just chaotic in my own mind, body. I'm like, I don't want to be like that going in this year. Like, I'm more tapped into my feminine energy like I'd never been before. And I'm just like, sometimes I feel like when people is looking at you and they can see that you are on a journey of trying to grow, trying to be better, you will get people that will try to stop you, or have distractions, try to come and get you off your game. But just know that the path that is made for you will always be for you. Nobody can steer you out your game unless you choose, or unless you allow it to. But y'all, the tools that I had learned for myself, like I said, it was affirmations. Definitely writing down my affirmations. I have them above me right here. Me writing my affirmations, listening to music that has affirmations, just listening to music that makes me feel good, that makes me want to dance. Surrounding myself with people that actually love me and that actually was pouring into me the way that I pour into them. That's so important. Um, and then also too, just realizing like I am a child of God. I come from my ancestors, like a lifeline of beautiful women. Like, how dare I allow Caucasian women try to second guess my beauty when our beauty standards is not even the same? So, and then I was just like, that's why I had to really realize, and I had to really realize too that people love to project on me, and they love to project their insecurities on me. And I had to realize, like, I had to shake that off me. And me knowing that I am an empath, I had to really get that energy up off me, get that energy up off me, because I'm like, that year, who would work with Caucasian women? And and it's like, I'm not trying to bash, but this is my goddamn truth. Yeah, this is my truth. And I'm just being honest, because I know that there's other people that have experienced this as well. And why should you go silent? I mean, they have been doing this to us and our ancestors for freaking years, especially with women, making us feel less than, making us feel like we're not enough, or making us feel like we're not beautiful enough. And I just want to tell you, if you are watching this, black girl, black woman, you are enough. You are beautiful slash handsome. You are that girl. You are that man. You are that. You are everything. Pour into yourself. Remember who you are. And that was a good key. That's what my mom used to always say. She used to always be like, remember who you are. Don't let these Caucasian motherfuckers tell you who you is. What? That's what she used to say to me all the time. So I'm just saying it to y'all. Remember who you are. And not even just about color, but just don't let anyone else tell you who you are. Because if you allow people to tell you who you are going to believe them every time. It's not up to people to tell you who you are. It's up to you, for you to learn and then know who you are. Everything is a learning experience. Just figure out who you are as a person. So that way, if somebody else tries to put a name on you and you won't keep on wearing that jacket, you know immediately to take that motherfucker off. Because why are you picking up a jacket that's not even yours? That's somebody else that they try to put on you. Because either they feeling like that, or even if they're not, don't pick up jackets that are not your size. Put that jacket down. That ain't your size. Put it down. That ain't for you. Okay. But but yeah, y'all. And some of those moments, except for the last one where I had corrected the lady that I was a ma'am, those other moments I did not really speak up for myself, which that is on me because I'm like I should have spoke up for myself. I should have did better for myself. And that's even with my work. Like last year I did not speak up. Even when we had meetings, I did not speak up. I would just sit there and just be quiet. But this last meeting that we had this year, I spoke up and I said something. I'm just like, I'm just doing better within myself. And I feel so much better. I just feel like radiant, like I'm just giving like radiant energy. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just being like, I'm just more magnetic. Like I don't know what to say. And what's so crazy is because even other people were noticing it too. Like during the month of December, everybody was like, you look so different. Like, what is so different about you? I was like, uh nothing. I don't think so. Or I'll be like, I wash my face. Even though I already washed my face. As you can tell, that's why I look a little greasy or whatever. But I'd be like, I wash my face. I'm getting over being sick, okay? But but I'm like, I just wash my face, just making a little joke. And they're like, no, it's something else is just different. And I'm just like, that's just me finally finding myself. Like I'm fine. I finally know who I am, and I feel like the way that I'm feeling it out on the inside, the way I have been feeling the inside, is now exuding and is showing on the outside. So I'm like, that's what it is, baby. It's that power of Pine Sol. It's that power of Ray, and you feeling that sunshine of Ray. That's what it is. But but yeah, so I'm just like when you really take the time to work on yourself and really like take all of those lessons and don't look at them as L's and you look at them as learning lessons and you start taking those learning lessons and turn them into blessings, like that's when I feel like you really, really start exuding what you feel about yourself from within and it starts exuding without. Because if you feeling down about yourself, that is what's going to exude without. Because trust me, I have been sad, depressed just because of how I looked as a young kid when I was 10. That's the very age I could remember. Since I was 10, from my middle school years to ninth grade and half of 10th grade year, I was depressed on how I used to look. I used to thought I was just downright ugly, like who could want me, all of the stuff. And then on top of that, I was dealing with unknown dad issues because just because I didn't go and look for it in young men that was my age, I did not like men either. That's why I had to I had to understand. I did not like men. I used to bash men. Like there was no room for you to come in my life. Like you are not gonna come in here. You are not gonna be in opening the door. Okay. But I definitely work on myself like a whole lot better. Like last year was definitely like my wake up call year. Like me allowing myself to be open to love, allowing myself to be open to growth, allow myself to be consistent, getting myself out of fear again, learning my self-worth, learning my self-love, learning to love myself all over again because I thought I did. And I feel like last year showed you thought you did, but you wasn't quite there yet. So I feel like we always go through things in life where we be feeling like, oh yeah, I know this by myself. Oh yeah, I know I already made that mark. And then something happens and it's like, you thought you did, which that's cute, but you still needed to work on it. You wasn't there like you think it was. Now, if somebody was to come up to me and be like, sir, this or that, I'm gonna be looking like, who's the sir in the room other than you? Who's the sir in the room? I don't know what sir you're talking about, but the sir is not me. Cause y'all, let me tell y'all, I'm not a confrontational person. I hate conversation, and if I can tone it down, I will. But this year, I'm like, I need to stop doing that. I need to stop not wanting to be a confrontational. I feel like, you know what? I hope I'm saying it right. I'm just not a confrontational person. Shit. Ah, I do not confrontation. I just it just feel like I'm saying it right. Maybe it's because I'm overthinking it, but I don't like drama. All right. And if I feel like the drama is getting escalated, I definitely gonna moonwalk my ass right on out of it because I don't like drama. And if I feel like I'm put in a position to defend myself, now I ain't saying I'm backing out like no little bitch or nothing like that. But I'm just saying, like, if it comes to like a yelling match, trying to see who can yell out of who's the best yeller, I'm not about to feed in none of that. I'm not about to do that either. That's just a waste of breath if you ain't about to do nothing. Like that's so crazy to me. But I'm like, most of those times I should give the energy to that because I'm like, that I always just walk away and let the other person think that they can punk me, and that's what I had went through my life, especially when I was in middle school. Now, I mean, not middle school, in elementary. Now, middle school and high school was like some good years other than me being depressed, and no one had knew until I had got into high school. Now, my 11th grade, my 12th grade year, those were some good ass years. That's when I started to like, feel myself a little bit, but I feel like I'm just talking a lot now, y'all, but I hope this is interesting for you. But yeah, I was really just downright depressed and just sad. And I thought I was very much overweight at the time. So and then getting comments or hearing people, talk about my weight, was very hard as well. And there was only one family member that did that though, but I talked it out with her though. But it was just like, damn, what the hell? And then it's coming from your grandma. That is not good because the grandma's hands is supposed to love you. Grandma's hands are not supposed to do that. But that's okay. That's okay because me and her, we still have a good relationship. Like, doesn't need work? Yes. But I would do anything for that lady still. I would do anything for her. And but I make boundaries and I stand my ground. I still speak up with her. That's a different thing. Like I had to remind myself and I had to heal the inner child in me, especially from last year, reminding myself and be like, we're not a kid. We are not a kid. We are a grown adult. We can speak up for ourselves and not feel like we're going to be in trouble or not feel or feel like once you do speak up for yourself, it's going to be consequences. Like because that's what made me used to be like, then what's the point of me defending myself if you're just gonna make me feel either one bad or manipulate me or make me feel like I'm gonna get in trouble for it. And I feel like maybe that's what a lot of us dealt with within, your family. If you feel like what's the reason me defending myself if X, Y, Z is going to happen? So that could be something that you say to yourself if you are dealing with that still as an adult, reminding your childhood self, saying, we are grown adults now. We do not have to feel like if we defend ourselves that something's going to happen to us. We are grown adults. We can defend ourselves. We can stand our ground and we are allowed to speak up for ourselves. And that's what I had to keep telling myself last year. And once I kept saying that, I felt like really healed the inner child in me to where when I did meditation once, my inner child hugged me, and I feel like that is one of the most beautiful moments. And even in my moments of me saying it to myself, like I can hear my the inner child in me being like, are you sure? You sure that it is okay to defend ourselves? Like, are you sure? So I'm like, sometimes we as adults, as we grow, we still feel like, and then you may feel like the things that you go through, that I can't do this, I can't do it I can't do this on my own, or I might need some help, or you might feel defenseless in certain situations. Heal that inner child in you. Definitely heal that inner child in you, and definitely talk to yourself, talk to your inner child. It might sound stupid, crazy, but so what? Do it on your own time, and that way nobody else can judge you for how you're taking the time, to heal yourself. But it always starts with your childhood. It always starts with childhood. I always tell people, if you have a picture of the most recent age of any traumatic event that had happened to you, go to that picture, look at yourself at that time. Look at yourself. Tell yourself, we are safe, we are an adult. Nothing can happen to us now. And if anything happens to us, we can defend ourselves and we will defend ourselves. Like that's how you have to say that. You have to be firm when you're saying it. Let those emotions go, because there is nothing like carrying a river with you and you are not letting it go. Let it go. And that was another thing that last year taught me too, is to let things go. Let people and let things go. Because if you keep holding on to it, it will do nothing but cause harm to you. And I feel like I'm talking to somebody's soul right now when I'm saying that. And I hope that y'all watch this long ass video as well. But definitely, if you went through what I went through last year, just know that you're going to be at a better place. You're going to be good. And if you feeling like it's not going to get better from here, it's definitely going to get better. It may feel like it's tough. It may feel like it's really hard because last year was very hard for me. When I really reflect and look back, I was like, last year was so hard. I keep looking at it because last time I had did a video, my microphone wasn't on, so I just be wanting to make sure that it's still on. But I felt last year it was so hard. When I was in it, it was just so hard. It just felt like, when is this gonna be over? It just felt like it was test after test after test. And when what I was going through, and as I'm reflecting it for in this month, I'm like, wow, I am a strong individual, because I'm like, not a lot of people can go through what I had went through. And just know that just because other people might look at your situation and be like, oh, that wasn't hard. That wasn't it might not be hard for them, but it's probably was hard for you. And that's okay, because you needed that to grow. You needed that to grow. So just know that if you are in your, I like to call it tower moment. If you are in your tower moment right now, even if it is the start of the year, or even if it happened in the middle of the year, I mean in the middle of last year or late last year, just know you are going to see the end of that tunnel. Just know there's going to be a light at the end. You may not see it right now. You may not feel it right now, but it's definitely going to be there, and you're definitely going to have better days. But just know that everything that you are going through, take that as a lesson. Learn from it, grow from it, apply it. That is the biggest thing. Apply it. Everything that happened to me last year was definitely preparing me for this year. So, definitely take your lessons and start them turning them into blessings. You just never know. Whatever you want to do in life, start doing that. Because I used to tell myself, like, what's the point of me doing videos again? Like, my voice doesn't matter. Like, nobody wants to hear me. And just know that your voice matters. Somebody needs to hear you. Your voice needs to be heard. Don't silence yourself. Do not silence yourself. Like, speak up for yourself. Stand up for yourself. Ground yourself. Be one with yourself. Start doing more for yourself. Take yourself out on dates and stuff. Start doing a lot of stuff, just with yourself. So that way you don't feel like you might need other people around you too. Heal yourself. Start surrounding yourself with people that feel like you, that might move like you, think like you. And even if they don't think like you, that's all right. That's okay. As long as they still on the same vibe as you, that is good. That is all right. I was surrounded by people that, some of them didn't think as me, didn't do whatever they did as me, but we were going through this almost the same thing. Like, that was my mirror year too, like where people was finding me or I was finding people, and we was mirroring each other. But excuse me, I didn't want y'all to hear that burp. Y'all probably heard. Anyways, but you're gonna get people where y'all mirror each other. And sometimes it might be the same dance but different song. So hey, whatever works for you, it works for you. But definitely learn yourself And as you learn yourself, learn to love yourself in the different stages that you are going to be in. Learn yourself in the different phases that you are going to be in. Whatever you do, love yourself. That's all I can say. Is love love yourself. That's all I can say. This video, I've already feel like this video went long on enough. And I'm just grateful that I have people that really be rocking with me. Like y'all been rocking with me. So I'm really just thankful. And I'm very proud of myself this year because I have been very consistent. I have been very consistent. I'm very proud of myself. Like even if I'm not posting a long video like this, I post short videos because I be feeling like, people's attention span is a short video long. But to be honest, spirit be on me to do long videos like this. And sometimes I don't even be knowing why. Hmm. Anyway, anyways, I hope y'all have a good night. Okay. I love y'all. Stay blessed. Stay prayed up. Um, and I will see y'all another day. I might post a video this week. And if I don't post a video this week, I definitely will see y'all next week. And it will definitely be, my goodness, my bad, y'all. I just feel like, yeah, when y'all put lipstick on, you be seeing that little stuff on. Anyway, if I don't post another video this week, I definitely will see y'all next week. Okay, I might take y'all with me, when I get my hair did, do another dilly dally day, and I'll make sure that I have that microphone on. Okay. If I don't take you for my hair day, definitely for another dilly dally day because I haven't did a self love day in a while. So yeah. Anyways, I hope y'all have a good night again and sleep tight and don't let the goddamn bed bugs bite. Okay, I mean bite. Damn, this goddamn speech impediment. Okay, but have a good night. All right. Don't forget. Don't. And before you go to bed, pray. Shoot. I missed yesterday and usually when I wake up I pray again. But I mean that's hey, don't judge me. Do better than me. That's what I always say. But don't forget to pray. You watch this video, don't forget to pray before you go to bed, all right? Okay. Goodbye.